Imagine you're watching a beautifully detailed 3D world through your phone, your glasses, or even through something more advanced down the road. Now everything runs smoothly, which means no buffering, no lag, and all while the device in your hand doesn't have the horsepower of a gaming PC. Now that's the kind of future Mawari is trying to build. In this video I'm gonna tell you what Mawari is, what the Guardian nodes are that are now available, and what makes Mawari stand out to be a project with a positive outlook. Now they aren't new to this, they've been working on this problem for 8 years. They're not trying to ride a trend because they've been doing the groundwork long before XR became a buzzword. Now what they've built is meant to solve a very real technical hurdle. How do you send rich, complex 3D content across the world instantly to devices that can't handle heavy lifting? Normally, XR content, which includes things like augmented reality experiences, virtual simulations, or spatial video, all requires massive computing power, and that kind of content is tough to push through mobile networks or to stream across countries in real time. Now Mawari figured out a way to split that load across a global network. That means the heavy computing doesn't happen on your phone. It happens elsewhere, closer to you, faster and smarter. They're bringing this idea to life using a mix of physical hardware, distributed systems, and real-time data streaming. Think of it like building the infrastructure that makes it possible for the internet to grow into something far more immersive. Now a few big names are already on board too. KDDI, which is one of Japan's telecom giants, is a confirmed partner, and several major companies have already committed to support what Mawari is building. This isn't just a team tinkering with a prototype, it's a serious product with proven demand, and it's built with patents that protects its design from being easily copied by bigger players as well. If Mawari is trying to build this global system to deliver 3D content everywhere, the Guardian nodes are the people and machines helping to make sure it all works. Think of Guardian nodes like digital watchdogs. They don't just sit there waiting, they're constantly checking that things are running smoothly. Is the content streaming correctly? Is the connection stable? Is the response time good enough for XR applications to feel real? Unlike other systems where you might just hold a token and hope it grows in value, Guardian nodes are built around action. You set one up and it does a job. It monitors performance. It keeps things accountable. Now it shares proof that the network is holding up its side of the deal. And when it does that work well, it also gets rewarded. Now what's interesting here is that the rewards aren't based on speculation or market trends. They are based on uptime, on completing tasks, and on actual contribution. There are no shortcuts, and because everything is logged on chain, the network knows who's pulling their weight. So you don't just plug in a machine and walk away, you're actually participating. You're a part of the infrastructure. And for people who get in early, there are some added incentives. But know that this only applies if the node performs to certain standards. Already more than 140,000 Guardian node licenses have been committed to the network. And that number says a lot. It means there's serious belief in what this system can do. Not just from individuals, but from public companies as well. Now by the way, quick moment to let you know that I'm not a registered financial advisor and that my videos are always meant to be educational and entertaining only. Make sure to do your own research and to only invest money you're willing to lose, because even though you can gain a lot in crypto, you will most likely lose it all. Now that said, I don't care what other people tell you, because as far as I'm concerned, you definitely need a hardware wallet, period. You might watch other YouTubers who ramble on about the next big project in crypto, but what they don't do is point you towards the places that will actually help you keep your crypto rather than being scammed out of it. Right, with that out of the way, let's look at what makes Mawari stand out from the crowd. Most crypto projects begin with a white paper and a chat group on either Telegram or Discord, right? Well, Mawari started as a fully functional company. That means real engineers, real partnerships, clients like Netflix and BMW, and a product that's already proven. They didn't just invent a blockchain token and hope it gets built. They built real technology first and then brought in crypto as a practical way to scale it. On top of that, they brought in external experts to review their setup before inviting participation. They partnered with Hellbound Security to audit the DIO offering and the underlying network. And that audit work brings real peace of mind. It's not just trust us, it's here's what the experts found and cleared. Now Mawari made their commitment publicly, underlining that they wanted people to be confident the system is sound before getting involved. And about the node sale, and this is something I double checked, Mawari's DIO marks the first compliant public node license sale, launched via Republic under Register D rules. And that's a landmark moment. Node offerings had never been structured this way before, and it shows planning, legal clarity, and a willingness to lead rather than follow. So rather than being another anonymous token launch, this is a company that built real infrastructure, had it reviewed by third-party auditors, and then took the careful step of launching the first licensed node offering. That approach helps Mawari stand apart in a sea of speculative projects. Now please note that this node sale might not be available to certain regions and participants, and read the legal disclaimers on the website and documents for that. Mawari is building something that a lot of people have talked about, but few have managed to pull off. And they're doing it with the help of people around the world who want to take part in building the infrastructure for immersive media. The Guardian node sale is now live for people who are eligible to take part, and it's a big milestone because it opens the doors for more people to contribute to something real. It's not about guessing what the next trend will be. Instead, it's about helping to deliver immersive content where it's needed and when it's needed, and getting something in return for that work. For your convenience, I've placed a link in the description that you can use, but remember, there's no get rich quick here. There's no hype for hype's sake. What you're looking at is a long-term project that's been in the making for nearly a decade and built to support the kind of digital experiences we're only beginning to see. And to learn whether or not you meet the eligibility requirements, you can learn more about it through the link down below. Just know that this isn't a moment of flash and noise. It's the quiet launch of something that might change how we experience digital content, one Guardian node at a time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Doei!